Tonight's headlines: Palace thanks public over Duterte rating rise. Recruitment agencies must shoulder OFW quarantine and test inspections. COVID-19 cases in the country at 3,623,176. Philippines gets 1 billion pesos in military equipment from China. Northeast monsoon to bring rains over parts of Philippines. Vlhova wins Olympic slalom gold. And stocks index up on bargain hunting. Good evening. Today is Wednesday, February 9, 2022. I am Miguel Pautogoron and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. Malacanang on Friday expressed gratitude to the public over President Rodrigo Duterte's 60% net satisfaction rating based on the recent social weather stations polls, mirroring the president's commitment to public service. Acting presidential spokesperson Alexis Nograles cited Duterte's net satisfaction rating at the end of 2021, which is higher than his 52% net satisfaction rating in September 2021 SWS poll. Nograles then said that the president will leave office on June 30, 2022 with a solid legacy, citing the passage of laws on free irrigation, free college education in state-run universities and colleges, universal healthcare, Bangsamoro region, and responsive COVID-19 measures. He was referring to the government target of vaccinating 90 million Filipinos against COVID-19 by the end of the president's term. Labor Secretary Sylvester Bello III on Wednesday stressed that recruitment agencies of overseas Filipino workers must shoulder the required quarantine protocol expenses on the heels of the Taiwanese government's lifting of its ban on the entry of migrant workers. Bello said the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration will release the guidelines on the deployment of OFW to Taiwan, which opened its doors to migrant workers starting February 15. The Taiwanese government requires migrant workers to comply with the 14-day quarantine plus another 7 days for self-management before going to the workplace. Other measures to be observed include RT-PCR testing and one-person, one-room isolation before entering the country. Migrant workers should also be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 before they enter Taiwan. The Department of Health reported 3,651 confirmed COVID-19 cases on Wednesday to bring the total number of infected in the country to 3,623,176. This brought the active cases to 96,326, and of the total, 4,150 are asymptomatic, 87,385 are mild, 3,029 are moderate, 1,447 are severe, and 315 are critical. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 3,472,160 after 12,834 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 54,690 with 69 fatalities recorded. Meanwhile, the country's COVID-19 positivity rate was at 16.5%, which is slightly higher than the 16.3% positivity rate on Tuesday. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Si Harry Roque ang pinakamagaling na spokesman, kaya inggit sa kanya ang oposisyon.
Tama lang na ipinaglaban ko ang balik trabaho para bumalik ang kita ng mga nagtatrabaho at naghahanap buhay. Hindi pwedeng magutom ang pamilya. Dapat lang po ingat buhay para sa hanap buhay. Basta trabaho, kita at hanap buhay ang nakataya. nasa harap niyo po ako.
Ibigay natin ang tudong suporta kay Hari.
In other news, the Department of National Defense announced that military equipment worth 1 billion pesos have been turned over to the Philippines from China in a ceremony at Camp Aguinaldo on Wednesday. The DND said the donations came from the Ministry of National Defense of the People's Republic of China. Donated items include rescue and relief equipment, drone systems, detectors, water purification vehicles, ambulances, fire trucks, X-ray machines, EOD robots, bomb disposal suits, and transport vehicles. Also, some items in the grant include engineering equipment like backhoes, dump trucks, forklifts, and earth movers. DND Secretary Delphine Lorenzana said that under the grant, China will support the capacity building activities of the Presidential Security Group, Marawi rehabilitation efforts, and other humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa announced that Caraga, Davao Region, Leyte, Southern Leyte, Samar, and Eastern Samar will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms due to the easter lights. The northeast monsoon will bring cloudy skies with light rains over Batanes and partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers over the Ilocos region, Cordillera Administrative Region, and the rest of Cagayan Valley. Metro Manila and the rest of the country, meanwhile, will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to the easter lights and localized thunderstorms. Flash floods or landslides are also possible due to the moderate to, at times, heavy rains. And in sports, Slovakia's Petra Vlhova produced a stunning second leg to win Beijing Olympic slalom gold on Wednesday after Michaela Shiffrin slid out of the medal contention with a botched first run. Vlhova clocked a combined total of 1 minute 44.98 seconds over the two runs to edge Austria's reigning world champion Katarina Winsberg into silver by 800ths of a second, with Switzerland's Wendy Holdner claiming bronze at 0.12 seconds. Shiffrin, as she had done in the giant slalom at these games, slid out of the first leg of the slalom to blast the field wide open after 7 of the 9 slalom races of the current World Cup season. Vlhova tops the standing ahead of Shiffrin. The Slovak has 6 World Championship medals to her name but had drawn a blank at the last 2 Olympics, with a best finish of 5th, and has often had to settle for second best to Shiffrin on the biggest stages. And in business, the main equities index rose anew on Wednesday on bargain hunting, while the peso mirrored the gains after several days of depreciation. The Philippine Stock Exchange Index gained 0.59% or 44.25 points to 7,502.48 at the closing bell. The broader all shares increased by 0.57% or 22.40 points to 3,951.58. Regina Capital Development Corporation's head of sales Luis Limlingan said that Philippine shares rode on the rebound of Wall Street as investors continue to bargain hunt ahead of Thursday's key consumer price index report. Volume total 975.43 million shares amounting to 8.41 billion pesos. Gainers led losers to 112 to 89, while 58 shares were unchanged. Meanwhile, the peso gained against the US dollar after finishing the trade at 51.34 from 51.5 on Tuesday. That wraps up the stories tonight. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, the Department of Tourism, MG Motors, Hina Motors, Security Bank, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Miguel Paltagonon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Fun and inspiring na kwentuhan? Sagot na yan ang programang Spotlight ng Daily Tribune. Makipagkwentuhan at kilalanin ng iba't ibang personalidad na kilala sa kani-kanilang larangan. Manood at makinig sa mga inspiring stories na kanilang ibabahagi kasama si Nina Ventura at Jojo Silvestre. Be ready ng mamangha at matuwa every Thursday alas 2 ng hapon dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Oh, vaccination, isolation. Gotta keep up with my nutrition. Gotta maintain my body condition. Then I can take my vaccination. What do I choose? What do I take? As long as it is not a fake. AstraZeneca, Moderna, BioNTech, even Sinovac, okay na. Babakuna ka ba? 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 Vaccination for the nation, no more isolation. With vaccination, babakuna ka ba? 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 Paturok, paturok, paturok.
This public service advisory is brought to you by Daily Tribune and 100.3 RJFM.
Magandang araw mga katribo! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelovelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tarsito are available on our community Viber.